You know, I was going to just one and done this stage, but I got some time to kill, so I figure I'll just run through it with a different comp, just because I got the time, so why not? Right out of the gate, I'm just going to say, I'm honestly getting sick of talking about this fight, so I don't want to stay here for long. But I think everybody knows my opinion of the Unifight, and I stand by the majority of what I said. But what I'm only bringing that up to say, I thought that was bad as far as like being restrictive goes. This one is so much worse. My God, like I'm not saying you absolutely need X-Death, but it really does feel like you need some form of X-Death in your life to get this done. Like whether it be just his base call even. I mean, you don't really need an X-Death friend. Like I've seen people do it with just the base call. I'm sure someone out there is going to prove me wrong, which I would love to see. I'd love to see someone get through this with no trace of X-Death whatsoever. That'd be amazing. And if they do, let me know. I'll shout you out, because that's awesome. But yeah, this fight is, with that orb being HP poison and X-Death being the only character who has HP poison, that's kind of bullshit. But I don't want to just sit here and bitch, because even though I do think that there's some questionable design choices as far as the restrictive roster goes, it's only temporary, I think. Because, I mean, if you look at JP right now, it kind of is to a point where people can bring, I don't want to say anybody, but almost anybody can get stuff done. I mean, the characters are so powerful, it's just crazy. So, I don't think it's going to stay like this for long. I do think that probably the duration of this cycle, and I know early Lufenia Plus is going to be kind of like that too, where if you don't have the featured character, it's going to be pretty rough. Not saying it's impossible, but it's not going to be fun. As far as new content, yeah, I wanted to get this done today if I was going to do this, because I don't like doing videos for stages on day that new content drops. So tomorrow, yeah, I believe it's tomorrow night, we get Xande's Lost Chapter with the release of the Zell LD, which I will be skipping. I think that Zell is solid, to be honest with you, but I'm just not interested. So I'm gonna just skip. As far as my upgrading plans go, as far as characters, Vivi gets the blue armor and the LD boards, and he's getting both, 100%, no surprise there, absolutely. And then Zidane, I got my 50 burst tokens. I'm gonna stop bringing that up. I keep bringing it up every time we make a video. Can you tell I'm excited for Zidane? I keep bringing it up. Yo, honestly, just for the music alone in that burst sequence, I'd say Zidane's burst is more than worth it. That's the best Final Fantasy song out there, That You Are Not Alone. It's so good. So yeah, definitely getting that. And oh, I got Lion, because I threw some tickets at that banner, because I was like, you know, XFBT does look kind of cool. I kind of want it. So I threw 10 tickets at it, and then Lion showed up, and I was like, what the hell is this? Okay, change of plans. I used her for the challenge quest. She seems all right. I don't see really using her other than this challenge quest, I'll be honest with you, but I don't know. That's subject to change. I mean, who knows? Maybe there will be a stage where she comes in handy. I have no idea. It's not looking like it, but I'd love to be wrong about that as well. There are some interesting clears. I think I brought this up before. I didn't say names, but I feel back because the only name I remember offhand is Listless Set. I saw her do, what was it? It was Lael, Kais, and Porom on this with a Unifriend and just the X-Death base call. So that's pretty cool. So it's not like you need X-Death to do this. I would recommend, though, if you're a person who has the weapon tokens to spare and you're struggling with this stage, I would just get X-Death 35 and just be on with it. That seems to be really all you need with the right comp anyway, so. And yet, needless to say, everybody knows this already, but Yang is a god here. Holy hell. Since off-turn damage can break and not trigger the counter, Yang's amazing for it. So it's similar to what I did originally with Noctis, only a little bit more brain dead, because with Noctis, you know, he does his follow-up attack on one target at a time, so you have to time when they're going to recover. Here you don't have to do that as much, because Yang just breaks them both the second they recover anyways, so you don't have to think about it as much. As long as you keep that up, that LD buff, you should be in good shape. I think I get to a point where it drops. Like, I kind of had to let it drop. It might have just been an error on my part, but we were able to put it back up not long after that, so it wasn't that big of a deal. I'm wondering if I should have blued Vaan's armor. I don't think I'm going to do it now, because I think it's getting to a point where I'm probably not going to be using Vaan as much coming up here. Again, with BT Plus around the corner, it's like, I don't know why I don't think I'd want to blue Vaan now. Probably should have just done it when he came out, but it's not like I needed to. He seems to be doing just fine. Even when this dude hits ones, he still batteries like hell and does good damage, so yeah, I just didn't think his blue armor was needed. It would definitely help, but no need for it. I am seeing, maybe it's just me, but I keep seeing this from people, which I find odd. And I'm not just talking in one place, like various social media outlets where people talk about this game. I'm seeing an overabundance of questions like, hey, I got 50 burst tokens, which burst should I get? Should I get this old burst, or this old burst? BT Plus is in like a week. Don't get any of them. Like, just wait. Just because you have 50 burst tokens doesn't mean you have to spend them, unless they're about to expire, and that's a different situation. But if they're not, and they're just sitting in the inventory, and you feel like you have to spend them just because you have them, don't. And if you're too tempted, turn the game off. Like, don't spend stuff just because you have the stuff to spend. It wouldn't be wise, I don't think. So, yeah, our Brave damage has dropped significantly. This is an odd situation. Vaan's not gonna break that. We can bring that down a little bit. He's not gonna break it. And right here, I think I screwed up. I think I could have I could have LD'd right there. I totally could have. But I was worried about breaking that one on the left. But then I saw the Brave damage after I did that, and I was like, okay, I totally could have gotten away with it. Yeah, it would have been totally fine. But oh well. Thank you, Porom. But this works out too, because I think they're going to just drop the break counter altogether for a little while. Yes, beautiful, beautiful. Okay. Yeah, so Yang can LD next time. Yeah, a little precautious throwing that HP attack in there, but whatever works, I guess. At most, it probably added like a turn or two, and we're more than good on turns, so not a big deal. Okay, let's just put it back up. Okay, now we're gravy. We're all good. Awesome. It is interesting seeing a lot of Yangs back in the mix ever since Core came around, because it seems like most people kind of just tossed Yang by the wayside when Core showed up. But for a stage like this, that would not be wise. Yeah, if you guys don't know, Core can be pretty bad news here, because I keep calling it a follow-up attack, but it's not a follow-up attack, because the attack, you know what I mean, his additional attack, that does not bypass the break counter. Like, Core will just go in and break everybody and then get killed. So, yeah, I would highly recommend not bringing Core here, unless you have some, like, weird big brain comp that he can work. I'm just saying, for general use, Yang over Core for a stage like this. Absolutely. In fact, with the right comp, like Cloud of Darkness Friends work here too, but if you're gonna Terra Yang it, a Cloud of Darkness third for the Friend is a great option if you can't find any X deaths, because ideally how it works is Terra will attack, then Yang will follow up and break, and then Cloud of Darkness will do a follow-up and she won't break, which is perfect, because you don't want her taking turns and then breaking everything, because then that's death. But with Yang by her side, you don't have to worry about that. Theologica showcased that a while back. I think that was his initial run of this. With Lightning as the third, swapped for the Cloud of Darkness. It was cool shit. Another 0 turns run. So, I'm a fan. Hitting 1, 2 cares, you're dead. Well, that's that, I guess. I guess I'll see you guys tomorrow night at the Zande Lost chapter. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and thanks for watching. Take care.